Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Monday night, and it's a beautiful day here in Plano, Texas. Actually, we were just already complaining about how hot it is in Plano, Texas. So I don't know where you are, but I'm hoping that you're having a great day because it is a great day. All right. So what are we up to tonight? Well, there is this Facebook page called Start JP Now. And once a week, they showcase someone who's successful in the business with a pretty powerful PowerPoint, okay? And the guest speaker tells their story and then goes through some great images about Juice Plus, the product and the company, while weaving their story through the whole presentation. And what I love about Start JP Now is that we actually have access to that to be able to share these great videos with people. And I like to think of it as a great tool to share someone who might be interested in looking at the business, all right? And so last week, they showcased our own Stephanie Fletcher, okay, from San Antonio, Texas, okay? And Steph's been on our team for several years, and she's got a captivating story. So that's what we're gonna play tonight. We're gonna play Steph's presentation from last week. And if you like it, then it's so easy to be able to share this link with friends and family. So let me tell you a little bit about Steph before we go into this. Steph is a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. She's was sponsored in the business by Holly Morris. She's a wife. Her and her husband, Lee, will be celebrating 20 years of marriage this year. She's the mom to 4 kids. And so right now, I guarantee you that Steph Fletch is on a soccer field somewhere or a baseball field somewhere, because that takes, or watching dance class somewhere, because that's what she does every single night. She's a holistic health coach on top of being a national marketing director. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you hit national marketing director now, there's 5 levels of national marketing director. So there's national marketing director, and the next level is called international marketing director. That means your team is still going and growing. There's a beautiful bonus that goes with that. And last month, Steph Fletch was promoted to IMD, International Marketing Director with the Juice Plus company. So we're going to be streaming this into Team Up. So hi, everybody on the Team Up Facebook page. I'm so glad you're with us. So Miss Kathy, when you want to roll this and we get to hear Steph's very captivating story, you're going to love this.
Is everybody able to hear it?
No, no voice.
And I've got 4 kiddos. In fact, I have one that's turning 7 tomorrow. He's my youngest. And then I have 3 boys and a girl, and the oldest one is my girl.
We're going to start this again.
All right. Here we go. 7:30 on the dot. So welcome, you guys. My name is Stephanie Fletcher. I am a brand new international marketing director. Woo woo. That happened last Friday. So that was super exciting to actually share for the first time that that's my new title. So I live in San Antonio, Texas. I am married 20 years this year, and I've got 4 kiddos. In fact, I have one that's turning 7 tomorrow. He's my youngest. And then I have 3 boys and a girl, and the oldest one is my girl at 17. So we have all the ranges there. But anyway, I'm super excited that you guys are here tonight and just giving us a few minutes of your time. And I say us because if I just say me, it's a little weird. So let me just get 3 things out of the way right off the bat. Number 1, I and PowerPoints do not get along. Okay. So this is actually my first time to do, maybe not my first time, but I usually kind of wing things a little bit. And so the fact that I have a PowerPoint probably keep me good on time, but it's just not my favorite thing. But so we're going to do this together. Okay. Number two, it's very hard to stare at either just myself on the little screen or the PowerPoint. So I am a connection person. So it's so hard that I can't see your faces, and you guys can ask questions because that's really where I connect. But just know that I'm feeling you guys on the other side of the screen, and actually have a quiet house for once. So it's okay. And number three, if you guys don't know me and you're a guest of someone and you saw the picture, I was bald. Well, obviously I have hair. So let's get that out of the way. My hair has grown back. It's actually quite curly and it's a little wild. So there we go. Three things out of the way. Now we can move on to this beautiful PowerPoint. So thank you guys just for taking your time, because I know 30 minutes is a lot of time. In my life, I got a kid playing baseball right now. I've got another kid doing some baseball somewhere else. I got another kid in soccer. So it's crazy. And so thank you for just taking the time. And if you've been invited here by a friend, they obviously like you a lot. So welcome to this presentation. And you guys, here's the deal. I'm going to share my story in the midst of these PowerPoints. And also I'm going to skip some, right? Because I'm probably not going to get to every single thing, but I'm going to share kind of what's important to me in all this. So who are we? We are a company that created, and I mean, I think about Judson Food, a way to put fruits and vegetables, the powder of them, in capsules for children, adults, grandparents, dogs, horses, all the things. Okay. So that's genius. It is an amazing community. It's mission driven. We're committed to science. We'll talk about the research in just a few minutes. There's just so many things about this company that I absolutely love. And ironically, I actually started eating Juice Plus 17 years ago. I know when, because it was when I was pregnant with my first. But I did not join the company. So if you're here tonight and you're just doing your friend a favor by showing up, or you have no clue what you even showed up to, or maybe you're kind of interested and have no clue what all this is about, well, guess what? I am that person that sat in a presentation 17 years ago, and I was like, I'm not listening to anything they're saying. And I actually didn't. But at the very end, they asked me a question. And they said, how many fruits and vegetable servings do you get in a day? And at the time, I was a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for 17 years. That turned into something else, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But I thought to myself, well, not enough. This I know. I'm pregnant with my first child. I don't get enough fruits and vegetables. The product right off the bat, after seeing the label, after understanding the science behind it, that made sense. But I wanted nothing to do with the business. So listen to the rest of my story. We're moving on. All right. So this company was actually founded before I was even born. What's up? So back in 1970, it's all completely plant-based. This is actually one of the most nutritional researched product in the world. And if you ask, is it Siri? I think if you ask Siri what that is, she'll tell you Juice Plus. Boom. So we got Siri behind our backs. All right. We are all over. We're global. Okay. So I actually have team in lots of countries. I have team in Peru, which we are not actually physically in Peru, but my team does it from their computers and their phones in Peru, Indonesia, Canada, South Africa. So you guys, these are actually the countries, all of them that we're in. And those are, you can work from anywhere. That's the beauty of this business. All right, next. You guys, this company gives back. You guys can see down below what all we give back to. I could say that probably 3 of these are places that I actually have connections to and love. So it is a company that literally gives back so much. And one of the best things that we give back is nutrition to kids, which we'll tell you that in just a second. And in fact, I will say in our company, this is one thing I loved about them, because they actually did not advertise this, which I thought said something really big. They did not use it for any kind of marketing, but y'all, they gave so much Juice Plus to the people in Ukraine. And I had so much respect and so much love that we as a company, as just people that were a part of the company, were able to give back. And that was not even something that we could sell or share about, because it was within our company, us giving back to the people in Ukraine. So we felt like we could do something. And that is who our company is. All right. So you guys, I mean, obviously, and especially in the last 2 years, y'all can kind of see where health and wellness is in its big business. I mean, it just is. Let me tell you now what I went into after training. I was diagnosed with a autoimmune disease about 7 years ago, right after my 7-year-old was born, called Hashimoto. And this is an autoimmune disease that affects your thyroid. Well, when I was told by doctors that there was nothing I could do, just go on with your life, take your thyroid medicine and be well, that just didn't fly with me. So I ended up going back to school to become a holistic health and nutrition coach. And I learned so much about the business of health and wellness. And honestly, it was, when you're starting a business from scratch, when it comes to health coaching or personal training or whatever it is, we had to really kind of focus in on building this thing from scratch and had nothing right behind us. But it was incredible because when I said yes to the business, 10 years, y'all listen to this, 10 years I took the product and said no way to this business. I was like, I love the product. I'll recommend it to everybody, but I'm not doing the business. 10 years after that, I needed the business. Financially, we were in a place as a family that we had to do something. This was after we had been overseas for 5 years. And we came back 7 years ago to the US. We were in Lima, Peru. And at that point, after having cruise, after being diagnosed with Hashimoto, we had to do something financially. So we finally, my husband was the one that actually talked me into, you know what, did I record? I did. I'm just making sure I'm recording. Anyway, he was the one that talked me into, let me get a drink real quick, this business. And it wasn't me. So a lot of times it's the wives talking to the husbands. Well, in this case, it was my husband talking to me about this business. And anyway, I'm just making sure that this is recorded. Oh gosh, let's hope. Oh yeah, it is. All right. Perfect. Just making sure, y'all. Technology. It's a hard thing for me. So all that to say that I started this Juice Plus business at the same time as I went back to school to become a holistic health coach. So I actually started 2 small businesses at the same time. One I paid $52 for, and the other one was a much larger investment in funds. So pause my story real quick. Okay, we're going to move on. So these side gigs are exploding everywhere, right? And this is the truth. I mean, we are literally, there are so many people doing these side gig explosions, I guess. And you know what? Side gig is kind of an word with me, but I'm thinking I just need some extra income, right? And at the time, 7 years ago, when we did this, we had to have money to pay off the birth of Cruz, right? My youngest. And so, but I was really also determined to find other ways of becoming healthy outside of just physical fitness. So that's why I went back to school. So between this Juice Plus business and adding this product into people's lives, and then becoming kind of this expert in this health and nutrition coaching, it was this beautiful time of realizing that there is so much to health and wellness and so many businesses and things popping up. So you guys can look at the numbers, and I can't even find where to change this. Okay. So, and this is the deal about the gig economy. It's here and it's going to be here to stay. Working from this little thing right here is where everyone's at, or like I am doing right now from my computer. So it's where there's job security. I will tell you guys, a couple years ago, a little thing happened called a pandemic. And as that moved on and people were losing their jobs, I would say for our company, it was one of our biggest earning years that we've had in many, many years, because finally people were becoming in tuned to their own health and wellness and kind of making that a priority, right? And let me tell you guys, fruits and vegetables and the importance of them are not going to go anywhere. Okay. So that's the truth. You know, things go up and down in this world, and things, you got different diets going on and all kinds of, you got collagen here and keto this and all this. But let me tell you one thing that's in common all the time is physical activity, water, fruits and veggies. All right. So Juice Plus products, what do we have? We have, and I meant to have my display over here. Y'all see all those fruit and vegetable capsules. That's part of my story here in a second. But we have fruit, vegetable, and berry capsules. We have plant-based omegas. We have chewables, gummies for kids that are awesome. I actually just had some for a snack. And then we have our complete plant-based protein shakes. that are awesome. So all whole food based. The quality is exceptional. We're NSF certified, which is what I consider better than organic, because they actually don't test just the crops, but every single batch that we make, which I think is amazing. So skip that one. All right. I've already kind of told you guys what's in there. Obviously gluten-free, all non-GMO, not genetically modified, tons. I mean, look at all the, in this image, look at all the fruits and vegetables and berries that are in these products. I mean, it's like, if you take those, all 4 of those in a day, you are getting over, I mean, it says 30, but you add the omegas, tons of fruits and vegetables and plants into your system right from the start in the morning, and your kids too. And speaking of kids, so like I mentioned, I have 4 of them. And so the chewables have been amazing. I mean, since they were little bitty, I will say all 4 of mine have transitioned to capsules. Even the little 6-year-old that's about to be 7, he's transitioned to capsules. But we have gummies for all the kids that can't take them, and for the adults that just don't want to swallow capsules as well. Okay. We also have, we talked about the shakes and the bars. So again, these are all called Complete. They're amazing. They have a balanced mix of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. I don't know what to tell you. They not only are they good for you, but y'all, they taste good. And there's so many shakes out there that don't. We'll leave it there. And next, our little new beauty right here kind of pops out, right? This is our brand new Perform Shake. So this shake came out kind of with the intention of kind of gearing towards athletes, right? But as a newly menopausal woman, which we'll talk about that in a second, protein is so good for us women. Guys too, we know that. But for aging women, menopausal women, for athletes, for everybody. So this is a very high plant-based protein shake, 25 grams per serving, right? And low carb. We've got B vitamins, we've got beetroot and tart cherry for recovery. You guys, it's amazing. It's an all around incredible shake. So that's what we got. The clinical research. So like I mentioned at the beginning of my story, that when I went to that event, the research was, besides the label too, is what sold me. You guys, there is so much third-party tested clinical research. I mean, over 40 research studies have been clinically proven, and double-blind placebo studies, all the things. So this is something that you can actually get the studies for, see it for yourself. I mean, anything from heart health to they've done studies on cancer research, all kinds of stuff, which is near and dear to my heart. And we'll talk about that in a second. So one of the incredible things that our company does, and I told you about those 4 kids, right? Well, they've been eating Juice Plus for a long, long time for free, okay? Because for every adult order, you get a free kids order, right? So anywhere between the ages of 4 and 18, and even in college, your kids can get free Juice Plus, either the gummies or the capsules. I mean, it's amazing. And you guys, guess what? Obviously, there's myself, my husband, and we have 4. So we sponsor 2, and my parents sponsor the other 2, so they get it for free. Woo woo. All right. So that's amazing. We have like over 1 million kids getting free Juice Plus across the world. That's amazing. Tower Gardens. Now, this is one of my faves. I've got the outdoor one, I've got the indoor one, and it's April. So talk about growing your own produce in your house. This is exciting. Hydroponic Garden. You've got the lights. It's like the lazy man's garden, which that's me. Okay. I literally kill everything. I can kill a cactus without even trying. So I'm telling you guys, if I can grow a tower garden, anybody can grow a tower garden. Okay. So these are amazing plants that you can get. You can, no soil. The water is regurgitated. It's not the word I was looking for, but just go with it. Right. Come in it. So you're not using a ton of water. You're not using a ton of space. It's amazing. And you can grow whatever you want, as long as it's not a root vegetable, but anything you want on the outside and the inside tower gardens, and they're exceptional. All right. So what's our mission? You guys, really our mission is simple. And I will say, though, I've been in health and wellness for 20 some odd years, 24 years. I have my team that consists of like over 200 people are not health professionals, right? We're just people that are passionate about sharing health with other people. Okay. So that's really what we do. So if you have any inkling that you want to share something that's awesome with somebody else and that thrills you, that's great. If you just want to be a part of a community because you're needing health and wellness and you're kind of needing a haven of something, then this is where you need to be. All right. So next, our business model is incredible. And here's what I've told everybody. If you believe that fruits and vegetables belong into your body, I hope you do. And you want to try something new and you want to make some money. Okay. Let's just say that you might have those three things in mind tonight. Well, you guys, it's $52 for an annual fee to sign up for the business. Like I said, I have two businesses, one of which I paid way more than $52 in order to invest in. Guess which two I make the most money in between my coaching business and my Juice Plus? Juice Plus. Why? Because it's a reoccurring income, right? With Juice Plus. When I don't have a coaching client, then I don't get paid. So this is something that I'm like, there's no inventory. There's no overhead. I do my business from my phone. I go to every game, every practice. I travel with my kids' teams because they're on traveling teams too, if you can only imagine. So running two businesses, 4 kids, all in sports. I'm telling you guys, if I can find a little bit of time each day to work this business and make it to where I've made it, anyone can do that. Anyone can do this. And on top of the fact that I'm not super organized, I don't have a ton of technology skills. Okay. So it doesn't take a genius. All right. It just takes $52. Moving on. So the reason I like our model too is because we have 4 different models that we've combined into one, right? So we're network marketing. So you talk to a friend, that friend has friends, maybe, hopefully. And that friend's going to tell somebody, hey, especially we as women, if we like something like this mug, for instance, it's an Ember mug. I got this as a gift from a great friend from Juice Plus, and it heats up my tea. Okay. So I've told so many people about this Ember mug. I should have an affiliate with Ember, but this is what happens with Juice Plus. That's network, right? You like something, you're going to share it with somebody else. And we are really good at doing that as women. All right. Direct sales, meaning you're not touching any product or money or anything. It goes directly to the person. So they go on your website, they order, done. You check in with them, make sure all things are well. And there you go. You are a franchise owner. So that $52 is, you are literally owning your own business. All right. So you get to do what you want. Obviously there's some guidelines because we do have a logo. It's kind of like Chick-fil-A. And then corporate America. Guess what? Moving on to this one, we have the benefit of an entire family benefits package. Now, you tell me another direct marketing company that might have this, I would like to hear. So medical insurance, dental insurance, vision, life insurance, chiropractic care, family tuition, reimbursement, monthly expense allowance. You guys, this is what I get for my family. And I don't know if you guys know about I'm looking at my time, USAA. It's an amazing company. My husband works for them. And guess what? We did the comparison of our benefits. And guess whose benefits we chose? Mine. Okay. So I'm telling you, it's an amazing package. All right. And I've got 4 kids that are going to go off to college, and I'm definitely going to use that family tuition reimbursement. Okay. Just going to throw that out. All right. So here's another reason why, and I might move on to the next slide. No, I'm going to go back. Why this is so important, because you guys need to focus on this for a second. 2 years ago, after I've been a health coach for 4 or 5 years, I found out that I had breast cancer, which is why you see my picture on there is bald. Okay. And this was a shock. And I had a decision, right? I had a decision right there. What am I going to do? And how am I going to go through this healing journey? I'm a health coach. I talk about holistic health. I don't down conventional health. I think that there's a beautiful marriage of the two, which is exactly what I did. I did an integrative approach. But you guys, we had just a month before switched our benefits from my husband's job to Juice Plus. And I'm not going to lie, I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, what have we done? Maybe this wasn't the right decision. After March, so I was diagnosed January 27th. In March of 2020, we all know what was going on then. As I was starting all of my holistic care and then all my conventional care, I did not pay a dime after my lumpectomy for the rest of that year. And if I could tell you everything that I did conventionally, It was a doozy. Okay. So we're talking double mastectomy, revisions at a different hospital that of my choice, chemo, I mean, everything. I mean, it was unbelievable. And here's the best part. Besides the benefits, this is something that's probably not on the slides. I don't know. Let's go look. Yes, of course. You get rewarded. You get rewarded for sharing with people. Anyway, so before we start there, the community aspect of being with Juice Plus was nothing like I'd ever imagined. Like I told you, for 10 years, I did not want to join this. I thought it was for other people. Really wasn't my thing to want to go sell fruits and vegetables. Plus there was about, 16 years ago, there was definitely a negative connotation about this. And of course, now we know that I don't know anyone who's not selling something. I really didn't then, but selling ideas or concepts or services or products are one thing, right? But I feel like sometimes when there's direct sales, like, oh, you do that. I'm like, oh yeah, I do that. That's right. And now I have such a different, perspective on that. When I finally joined, it's real easy to say what something is when you're on the outside. When you join in, it's like, whoa, my eyes were opened to this amazing, amazing community, which when I was diagnosed, surrounded me and have been for the last 2 years, like nothing you have ever seen, sending me extra Juice Plus as I started taking triple the dose the day I was diagnosed, because I knew what I needed from the start, right? If you know anyone that's dealing with cancer, please send them some Juice Plus. That's all I can say. Send it to them or send them to me. But I'm saying, like, it is unbelievable what a company can do when they rally against you. I got calls from corporate. I got letters. I got gifts sent. I got, holistic blankets and new pots and pans that weren't toxic. I mean, the list could go on and on. This company, yes, you can make money in this company, right? You can totally do that. But the community, you cannot find community like you can here. And that's the honest to goodness truth. So back to the business side, you earn from the start. So your order, any customer orders that you have, you're going to earn 10% profit on that right from the beginning. So even if you order your product, you get money back on your own product, as well as any product that you share with anybody. That goes up in additional increments depending on your commission level and all of that. So here is our beautiful stair step. Start from a partner and you go all the way up. And you see that little first yellow column right there? That's the column that I just reached last Friday. And it's so funny, you guys, because I somewhat laugh at myself because if you're on here and you're kind of like this, you are me. So see ya in 10 years, because here's where you'll be in 10 years, unless you're not as stubborn as me and you start now. But you guys, that's what I just did. And it's been an amazing journey. We're not perfect. No company is, right? I mean, we love more marketing. We love more pictures. We do this. And guess what? They do it for us. You ask and they do it. The relationship between our corporate and our teams is awesome. We have lots of communication and it's a give and take, right? So start earning. The more customers you add, the more you earn. Hello. And the more team members you add, the more it multiplies. But we also have tracks that you don't need teams. So you can go either way. You get title rewards, you get commission, you get retail profit, you get BIB money, which is the business incentive bonus, which is almost like an expense account that I get to spend on my business every month. I mean, what? They give it to me before I spend it, and I don't have to turn in a report, by the way. Okay, so we're nearing the end. How did I do on time? Woo woo! I'm doing good on time. I wish you guys could ask questions, but I don't even know who's on here. So there's that. But you guys are welcome to reach out to me. After I'm going to tell you something real quick, but you guys can follow me on Coach Steph or friend me if you want to on Ed Stephanie Greg Fletcher. Love to answer any questions, but make sure you guys go back to the people that invited you, because they care about you and they want you to partner up with them and join them, whether it's just becoming a customer and taking our amazing products. Believe me, if you walk away and you're just taking our products, that'll be one of the best decisions you've ever made. What would be an even better decision is if you came and partnered with us. You guys, we're fun. We're getting ready to have our annual conference in California. And there's some of us that are spreading out all over to have our conferences. We're going to a ranch in Waco, Texas. Y'all, it's fun. If you're not having fun working, then you're in the wrong place. This is supposed to be fun. Okay. So you can become a partner and join us. And then you can build a business. You can do a little, a medium, or a lot. It's totally up to you. But I just want to tell you guys that, you know, I now do, by the way, I now do cancer coaching, which I think is so fun because 2 years ago, when I got this diagnosis, I never in a million years thought that fast forward 2 years that I would get to walk with other women going through breast cancer and join them in this journey of integrative healing. But you guys know what? You never know what's going to happen when you join something. If you have a little bit of fear about it, great. That's awesome. It probably means it's something you're supposed to do. If you're unsure, the person that invited you will take your hand and they will literally walk through every single thing with you. Things are getting so easy as far as you can send links to customers from your phone. You can do your business from your phone. You can have kids or work another job. You can be in carpool line. You can do whatever. So there's literally no one that can't do this business in a way with someone else, right? So partner with that person that invited you, have fun. And let me make sure this is the last slide before I get all kinds of excited, and join us. That's it. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I know I have a couple guests on here, so shout out to you guys on here. But I hope everyone that joined, that you guys were blessed by this, and seriously, come join us. There's no excuse. And you're a guest of someone and you saw the picture.
Wasn't she delightful? Just absolutely. So make sure, for those of us that were going to Waco, Steph will be there, obviously. And so we will give her a big, big hug. It was so much fun. All right, so there's lots of stories like that. The PowerPoint doesn't change, but obviously the stories do. And so every week they showcase a different leader in the Juice Plus community, you know, using the PowerPoint. And of course, their stories are all different. So we have access to all of these stories. Jennifer Myers did a wonderful job 2 weeks ago, totally different energy than Steph. But if you want to take a peek at it, start JP now. There's an old site that only has, I think, like 150 members. That's not it. It's Start JP Now. There's a black circle under the Start JP Now, and it's got about 1,100 people that participate. So if you have anybody that you want to share that with, that's available to you. I love her to the moon and back. All right. Having said that, it's 3 minutes after 8 next week. Okay. We're going to go live with Jamie Cantrell. And what we're going to be talking about next week is if you were able to join us on the 19th in Plano, Texas, Jamie and her team did a great training on social media. Abby Allen, who's with us tonight, was a big part of that. And Jamie's going to be with us live with some tips on how to advance your social media profile. You know, how to change your, not your bio, but what is it, Abby, that you guys trained on so beautifully? Your on Facebook, what is, not your bio, but.
It is. It's like the little bio. Are you talking about the little blurb where you can write?
Yeah.
A little bit about, it's kind of like your your business card. It is your bio.
It's your bio, but
business.
Okay. Yeah. So she's going to take us and play with us a little bit and give us some action steps. And she's really excited to do this for us. So stay tuned for that. And then later in the month, of course, we'll have a conference wrap up. So if you're not going to Anaheim, and if you are not going to Waco, Texas with us, please get your ticket and watch the conference virtually in the privacy of your own home. Maybe check to see if there's any other Juice Plus reps in your community. You might want to have them over, sit together, you know, and enjoy conference with friends. So make a note of that. Go out and get your ticket. If you don't know how to do that, then just get with your upline leader. All right. So that's it tonight. I hope you had a great time. It's good to see so many faces, and I love that we are live on streaming and Facebook. All right, thanks so much, guys. Peace and blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. That was awesome.